Hey guys, it's Alex back with the 15th episode of Nerdscast, 5th episode of the second season. I'm joined today by...
Ryan.
And your specialised subject is?
Dix.
And joined by Michaela.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and your specialised subject is Game of Thrones. And Paris is watching. And Matt, your specialised subject is?
Elder Scrolls.
Okay. So, I'm going to do a quick channel-related update just very quickly before we get into the podcast. By the time this one's uploaded, my audiobook, Chapter 1, should have been released. So if you guys want to check that out, it's based around the Star Wars Universe Expanded. And then we can jump straight into it. So, did you guys know that Ebola can be transmitted by dogs? Or
Did you know Ebola's been around for ages?
Yeah, I also knew that. Totally. I know things. But, yeah, apparently it can be given to humans by dogs.
So is it hunting season for dogs now?
Dash
They
run!
actually talk
Look,
about...
Dash is like, what?
They actually talk, you know, like with like badgers, how they legalise so you can go shoot them. They talked about doing that with dogs.
Aww.
No, not dogs.
But it's not until it hits
Chihuahuas, okay.
It's not until it hits the UK that people
That's a
start.
dog.
No, that's a rat. Chihuahua's a rat.
Yes. Yes, Michaela.
So yeah, that's a bit of a scary thing, but we still don't have it in the UK, do we?
Yeah, we do.
We
We've had
do?
some instances of Ebola.
Oh, okay.
What's your thoughts on it?
It's a bit scary, but like Matt said, it's been around for
This
a...
person in Africa has Ebola. We have the technology to help them. Let's bring them over here instead of taking our medicine over there.
I know, right?
The system is a bit flawed, somewhat, but it is a new thing to be a bit freaked out about. But doesn't stop all of us from living our day-to-day lives.
Yeah,
Unless you get it.
Yeah. In which case, then that stops quite dramatically.
I'm not really scared of it at
No?
all because it's like if you get it, you know, it kind of sucks, but you know,
It's kind of an inconvenience, but then
you kind of kept in isolation so you can play all the Xbox you want.
that is true.
That's a
That
fair
is
point.
absolutely true.
I know, no more school or work for anyone that gets it, but it's like, yeah, just don't, you shouldn't, I know this might sound kind of douchey, but you shouldn't just like sort of feel sorry for yourself. You might as well, you know, better having me than someone else, right?
Like there was a story about someone who had something, I think it was cancer, but a really sort of inspirational story. It was from our school, I think. We were told on the last day of year 11 there was a girl who had...
Our school just bang on the table, even though I said earlier.
Sorry.
Bang on the table. Douche.
Apparently there was someone who had cancer but still came to school, still got her exams, and the teachers were questioning her, like, why are you doing this? You know that you've only got a couple of years left, but
Yeah,
she's
but
still...
that wasn't at our school. They just told the story at our school.
Oh, was it not at our school?
No.
Oh, okay.
You mean it's like the stories where they say, oh, this person leaned back on his chair and he died, that every school says it happened at their school. You know,
I suppose they want to use it to give their school publicity, but it's still quite an inspirational story, whether it happened at our school or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see a point. People should try to carry on if they can. And what are the symptoms of Ebola? Are they sort of
It's kind of like flu.
okay? So it's not
But
bleeding
really
from
bad.
the ears
Yeah,
and
but
eyes.
really, really bad flu and like diarrhea and sweats and stuff.
Okay, so because some forms of flu you can be almost paralysed or can't move.
Yeah, it's like it really hurts to move and stuff.
Okay, so it could somewhat stop you from trying to continue on, but it's still
Just-
admirable if people do.
Just ask someone to put your hands together and put control in between them. You're fine. It's just good.
Absolutely.
I would say mouse and keyboard, but that's kind of you have to go across the keyboard. It might hurt them.
Mm.
Some people had Ebola came back to life.
Well, some people have beaten it.
No, I mean
They've actually
came
came
back to
they
life.
actually came back to life. Just-
What a lovely topic to kick off.
yeah, I know. To kick off the reboot of today's podcast.
Yeah.
So, Matt, you've got some subjects for us to talk about today.
Everyone.
Yep.
First, has anyone here been watching Gotham?
I've watched a few. I've watched one episode and I've got another one in the planner.
I was
So
gonna
not
say.
too much.
What do you think of it?
I thought it was just going to be sort of like a just a detective show that had a
Yeah.
that has superhero spin off, but it's actually quite good so far.
Basically, what it is Batman. You know, the Batman Gotham is basically the town of Gotham, and Bruce Wayne's a child, following Commissioner Gordon's upbringing. All about how he is a good cop and they're dirty cops and how he deals with them. And there's a lot of origin stories. Like in the first episode, you saw the Penguin, you saw the Riddler, you saw Ivy and Catwoman.
Okay.
I thought Catwoman looked a bit old because isn't it supposed to be
I know.
Batman and Catwoman are supposed to go out and there's like, well, she looks like 14 and he's like 7.
Yeah. So a bit.
Star Wars, dude. With Anakin and Padme.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That is true. Actually,
Let's just say our sort of genre of films are a bit full of awkward relationships.
Yeah.
Toy Boy.
So, anything else?
That's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to Game of Thrones. I know quite a few people in my last class, which was film and television, quite annoyed that I've only watched up to season 2 or the end of season 2. But I thought that we'd do a bit of a spoiler cast if you guys don't mind, just throwing some stuff out there, what we thought about certain things. You've watched all the way up to the most recent one, haven't you?
Yes.
So have you.
I watched most of season 4.
Most of season 4. Okay, so we'll stick to the beginning of season 4. That'll be the most that we go up to. Matt, you're probably the best person to do this. How would you describe Game of Thrones to someone who's never watched it before? So you and you.
I haven't watched it. No.
Okay.
Medieval pornography for the whole family.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's basically dicks and sex.
Yeah.
Dicks and sex.
And maybe
I
a
don't
bit
think the
of
two are mutually exclusive, but yeah.
And lots of cutting off of dicks.
I thought that only happened once.
Well, you know. it's-
I saw some guy get his nipple cut off. I was like, damn. And he didn't flinch at all. It's like in this big arm, and this guy takes a saw and just like slowly cuts off this guy's
Yeah.
nipple. I was like,
What season was that? That must have been season 3 or 4.
I think it's season 3.
Season 3.
It
Ugh.
was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Fair to him, he didn't flinch at all.
Who was that had that done to?
I have no idea.
I think it was just a random
Just a
person
random dude.
to show how tough the army was or something.
Okay.
That's one thing Game of Thrones. I'm so bad at remembering all their names.
Yeah, there are too many stories. Okay, so out of I'll do mine as well. But out of you two, what was your favourite story? So location, story, based behind that.
I love Jon Snow going to war.
Mm.
I love how he comes up through the ranks just like that, and everyone looks to him saying, "Oh, you're like a god."
Mm.
Because he is beautiful.
What about you?
Probably Daenerys' story because she's so pretty.
Yeah, I'd probably be the same. I love Khaleesi and the story about the dragons. Of course, I haven't
I
seen
like how
past.
they're sort of turning against her.
Are they?
It's like as they're getting bigger.
Yeah.
like,
Well, I
towards the end
thought
of
that she
season
was the
4.
mother of dragons. That
She is, but at the end of season 4, you can see it's sort of losing control over them
okay.
because like they just go out and hunt and whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, farmers like they're killing our sheep," and she's like, "Oh shit."
If it's just their sheep, though, they are dragons. They could do a lot worse.
Well, you lose your sheep, you can't afford to pay stuff, then your family starves, and you turn into a cannibal.
But you don't die by dragon fire, so
Who's the tan sort of person that goes out with the dragon lady?
oh, what the one who's going to be Aquaman?
Yeah. I was
Jason
gonna ask
Momoa.
him.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I was just checking if that was Jason Momoa.
What do you guys think of him being Aquaman?
I think it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I was skeptical because he isn't blonde.
Well, they might dye his hair.
They may dye his hair.
That'd look hilarious, I think.
Yeah.
There's going to be so many Game of Thrones crossover.
Have any of
shots.
you seen his audition tape for Game of Thrones?
No.
So it's him in front of like a blue screen going. It's like 2 minutes of him just like exhaling really loudly and walking around. Oh, big yeah!
But to be fair, in the first season and afterwards, he didn't have to say a lot, and he didn't have to say a lot in
In the
English.
first season, to be honest.
Yeah,
He
but
just made random mumblings.
He's dreamy.
Massive nipples.
I have a question because I wasn't sure. I think it's in season 2 when they're going through the Red Waste, and a black horse comes up to their camp. Does that have what's his name? How do you pronounce the leader? Trafalgar? Or? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. The one that Khaleesi marries.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that have his head in the pouch? Because it has someone's head.
Why is everyone looking at me?
You've watched it.
I don't know what bit you're talking about.
Okay.
I think you're just making shit up now.
I'm not. I watched it.
You've never seen Game of Thrones, have you?
I have. I watched season 1 and 2.
I thought you were talking about Trafalgar Square. I was like, no, I think it's Trafalgar.
So I watched the first season and I thought, oh, it's quite good. Maybe I'll get into the books. Once you start watching it, you can't really read the books. It's
No,
like-
because then you'd be ruining it. Because how many seasons of the books ahead of the actual show?
I think it's like 2 seasons ahead.
Oh, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be like 4 or 5.
Well, don't forget the books came out ages ago, so
Yeah.
that was out. when
So
the first season
do you
was
think the
out.
seasons are going to catch up and then there's going to be a long break, sort of like with Sherlock or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. The White Walkers. I'd like to change mine to the White Walkers. I know I haven't seen a lot of them because I've only seen season 1 and 2, but they're like the
You don't really
zombies
see a lot of them yet.
of medieval.
I bloody hate zombies. I really hate zombies.
The
I
only-
think you don't really see a lot of them in season 3 or 4 either.
Do you know? I thought
think-
they played a big part. In
They
season-
they have a big scene in full series, but it's more saying, oh, here they are, but we're gonna bring them in as a big thing next series.
Okay,
So you kind of see like the army getting ready.
that's at the end of season 2, isn't it?
No, season 4,
Okay.
Season 3, isn't it?
season 3.
You see quite a few of them at the end of season 2 with one of the members of the Wall, and they don't kill him because he's a coward.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but there's a scene at the end where loads of people got separated. There's a brotherhood who live on the Wall. They've sacrificed all earthly pleasures just to defend the realm. And
They're all virgins as well.
are they all virgins?
Most of them are.
Because most of them are rapers. So I'm not entirely sure whether they are all virgins.
Lots of them that get sent there by like the fat one. He was sent there, and it's just like, oh, you're my son, but I don't like you, or you're my bastard child. Be gone.
Some of them are virgins, yes. They go out to kill the wildlings, which are the people who don't quite fit in, that live on the other side of the wall.
The Scottish.
Yeah, pretty much. Or or whatever else lays out there, like the White Walkers.
Well, no, they're not there to kill the White Walkers because none of them really believe in the White Walkers.
No, but they do say before they leave, the wildlings, White Walkers, and anything else that should be waiting for us. Then loads of them get separated, and one of them ends up being pretty much confronted by a whole horde of White Walkers, and they don't kill him because he's a coward. I don't know. Again, I don't know how that works.
I thought they just didn't see him.
No, they-
because he had the
they
baby.
did.
That was when he had the baby, wasn't it?
No,
I think that was just before he got a baby.
no. It's, they do look at the one on the horse. Looks at him, and they just don't do anything. So, yeah, but I definitely recommend watching the series, because if there's a story that you don't like, you've got plenty more to choose from, and they don't usually.
And the best thing is, once you start to love a character, they get killed.
Okay, so I'm feeling like this is a personal experience. Which character did you like? That
To
got
be
killed?
honest, I really liked Ed Stark, but you know.
Yeah, I was quite sad when Stark died.
Tony Stark?
No, not quite, but he was the King of Winterfell. Yep, which is the castle that's out in the on sort of like the icy wastes.
North of England, near Wales.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, the Castle of Winterfell.
Yeah,
Sure, it wasn't Winterhold. And there weren't loads of mages there and stuff like that. No? Okay.
it's Winterfell.
That's a Skyrim joke.
Okay, I would know because I haven't advanced past the first dragon.
No.
I know, but okay. So has anyone heard? I know you have because I don't stop talking about it. But has anyone else heard of the series Star Wars Rebels?
Yes.
Okay, well that started. I think it's on episode 3 or 4 now.
What?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, that has started. What do you think?
I've only seen like the little snippets that they were sending out. I just watched like all of them and I was like, yeah, this is really good.
It does look quite cool. Something that I liked that they mentioned that the lightsaber effects they're trying to replicate the ones from the original films.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not making them look all nice and shiny. They're going to look dull but effective still.
Yeah.
So that's
Just
really
like your
quite
dick.
cool. But effective.
That's where I come in.
What you always affected part.
Shut up.
Another dick part.
But yeah, so can't wait for Star Wars Rebels to continue.
When is it set?
It's set, I think, between episodes 3 and 4. I may be wrong.
That would make sense because
It would make
basically all the
sense.
Jedi pushed away.
Yeah. Did you watch the Clone Wars?
The Clone Wars, most of it, yeah.
Did you watch the last episode?
Could you remind me what happens?
You don't mind any spoilers?
No.
Okay, so Ahsoka basically is framed
Yes.
and she gets excommunicated from the Jedi Order, but then gets proven that she's not guilty, but then leaves. But I suppose that wraps up her story. She doesn't really have a reason to leave. She just does. But
I guess she just does. She's like, well, I've proven that I've
and
done
now
all these things to prove that
now
I'm
the
good.
people that I love don't trust me anymore. I don't feel like I can stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other way to get rid of her, they took away the bead in her hair, the little long string of beads. Like, oh yeah, we're taking that. It's
Yeah.
like when a husband and
Well,
wife.
I know, I
break up,
suppose
like,
because
I'm taking the plates.
I suppose it's because Jedi aren't allowed any material possessions. That was the only material possession that she had aside from her lightsabers. So, yeah.
Bunch of dicks.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why I'm not.
Hey,
I don't support the Jedi. But
What?
Yeah.
Bruv.
we established this when we talked about the Old Republic at college.
True. I like the Old Republic.
Yeah. Have there been any expansions to the Old Republic?
2. There's
Oh.
been loads of updates, but
Mm.
there's 2 major ones. There's been the Rise of the Hutt Cartel and the new one that's coming out that I've pre-ordered, which is basically giving me 12 times class XP.
Nice.
PC gamers.
Hey, you would be one if you could, because so you could play a game that I've forgotten the title of. Anyway, yeah.
I think it's like Shadow of Revan, which I thought was like.
Oh,
It's
nice.
really weird how it's like Shadow of Mordor comes out and then like
Yeah.
a week later.
But I love the story of Revan. He's one of my favourite
Yeah, same.
characters. Is fantastic. Have you read the novel?
No, I've
You
played.
should absolutely read the novel.
I played Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2.
I will send you a link to the audiobook version of the novel. I would absolutely recommend listening to it because it's fantastic.
I've already do that while playing DC Universe.
It's really, really good though. All right, moving on. Matt, do you have anything you want to move on to?
I want to talk about Shadow and Mordor.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right,
yes.
you guys talk about Shadow Mordor.
Basically, it's fucking epic.
Yeah, it is stupidly
I mean,
fun.
I started playing. I was like, oh, this little intro of his family dying. Okay, this is to get the game. Oh fuck! I'm in Mordor. There's orcs everywhere. You need to know what you're doing right away.
Once you get into that free roam, I died within the first 10 minutes because I
I know.
saw a captain, right, which is like it's sort of like a minor boss, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw him. I was like, well, I might as well get one out of the way. So I jumped down and started attacking him. Then a ranger, a captain turned up. I was like, God damn it!
So not with like 3 captains all really
Yeah.
close to each
And
other.
I died. I was like, great, best start ever.
Have you taken out any war chiefs yet?
I've completed the game.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's sick.
Step back over.
You have 2 areas. You have
Yeah.
the Sea of, I think it's like Nern or something. But the first area, I have everyone under my control. Or if another new person turns up, it's like if they're tough to beat, then I take them as my own because I think if they're tough for me to beat, then they're tough for other people to beat.
They can be your little.
But if they're weak, then I'm just like stab them in the throat.
Nice.
I wasn't expecting Gollum to be in it.
I really wanted to kick the crap out of Gollum.
Did they have the same voice actor from the films?
I've never seen the films.
I don't actually know.
I'll IMDb it now. You guys continue.
But it was good because it's like it took an effect like where you've got you're combined with basically a spirit, and it called like the Bright Master to Gollum, and it just shows that Gollum how possessed he is from the ring, that he will just serve anyone who's had its power.
Yeah, wasn't it Celebrimbor, the
Yeah.
maker of the rings? Oh, sorry.
So
But I prefer playing sneaky.
yeah,
And then when I finished the game, I was like, well, it doesn't really matter what happens to me. So now it's like I'll play sneaky and make sure I get rid of the people with the shields.
yeah.
'Cause they
I would
really-
just shoot him in the head.
Yeah, they bug me the hell out. I like Shadow Strike
Yeah.
rangers in the area and take them as my own. Then I shoot tanks, as I call them, in the head, and then I just jump in and like swing or whatever.
I always like to take out the berserkers at long range because if you're like getting like a kill streak going, there's loads of orcs around you, and then you accidentally hit a berserker because you
And
can't,
then
then you just push you back. She's like, oh, fucking dick.
and there is a move where it allows you to, I think it's called resilience.
Yeah.
Which it means you can take one hit from someone without losing your kill, which is such a saver.
No, it must be a different voice actor. It's not him.
Thank you for that.
Sounds pretty good though.
He is good.
But sorry, you're gonna.
I was gonna say you should do your impression.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'm not. I haven't had a drink in a while,
Do
but
it.
Stupid fat hobbitses! You ruined it!
not bad.
That's a bit high pitched, but
Yeah, like I said, no joke. But what he is going to be in though is Star Wars Episode 7.
What?
The voice actor of Gollum.
Great Gollum was in Star Wars.
Oh,
that'd be great. Just a clone trooper, or like just with his voice from underneath the helmet.
He'd be sort of like a really skinny Ewok. He just starts jumping the helmet, just punching.
but yeah, I bit of a sidetrack. I went on IMDb to look at the Star Wars cast to see if there was anything else added, and there was one. They're bringing back a character which I thought was so irrelevant. Episode 6, Jabba's Palace, the dog that barks at 3PO. They're bringing that back.
The what?
Jabba's little.
You know?
Oh, the tiny little pet that I think. Oh, what?
No, not the one that lives inside his arse.
Wait, what?
What? He doesn't have.
He doesn't have an arse.
No.
He's a slug.
How do you know? He eats shit all the time. How does it? We're not going into the anatomy of a giant slug.
He sweats it out. Have you seen the size of him? He's pretty hot.
It comes out of his mouth again, you know.
That's gross. But you know when 3PO and R2 first enter the throne room of Jabba's palace,
Just, yeah.
and 3PO gets barked at by a little dog in the corner.
It's not. It's not. It's the thing that he's holding, isn't it?
No, it's the little dog in the corner that barks at them. That 1 second scene. I checked. I looked at the image. It's that dog. I remember every scene from that film, and it's that dog.
Did you ever find the tits in it?
Yes.
Wait, what?
There is a wardrobe malfunction. You know when the green Twi'lek is dancing for Jabba?
Mm-hmm.
There's a more... You have to go frame by frame because the shot's so dark. But there is a boob malfunction there. I did not find that out myself. Someone else told me.
I'm sure. I'm sure you weren't just watching the
I wouldn't go frame by frame through 6 films to find...
I bet you log on to the Old Republic and just go into like a like a canteen or something.
No.
Start looking at Honda dancers.
Oh, I'd hate to play it with you now. Because no, I'm just imagining you're playing it butt naked.
Yeah, but...
Oh, we do that anyway.
Next to each other.
Shadow of Mordor.
In a
Celebrimbor.
public library, just sitting there naked on the computer.
But, you say that about the dancing thing, but at the end of the last 2 podcasts, didn't I do that?
What, sit there naked?
No! But the Twi'lek dancing thing, the holographic dancers. Did you not watch the end of the podcast?
No.
Alright, after the credits, there's a shot of my character dancing with one of the strippers.
Oh, fair.
I don't really watch these podcasts.
Really? Well, the one view can't come from you then.
No, it's Harrison, remember? Hey, Harrison!
Yeah, shout
How
out
are
to
you?
Harrison. How are you? Good. So, any more Shadow of Mordor talk?
It's good.
Just firstly, what part are you up to? Like, what's the last thing you've done?
I realize at the moment I'm just free roaming around the second area.
Alright, so you've met the woman.
Yeah.
The woman of the sea.
They're going to get together, aren't they?
What? Not, do you mind spoilers or not?
No, it's cool.
They get nice, but they don't get, because he knows that he's technically
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead.
So,
There's one thing, like, that game does sort of take up, like, you don't really care if you die because you just...
final boss, it sucks. Just letting you know, it sucks so hard. I thought it was going to be, like, so hard, because when you fight, you've obviously fought the first guy with
Yeah, because I was like...
and personally for me, that was hard. I died twice to him. Well, when I was like, oh, I'm going to die so many times. I didn't. I was like, I was trying not to spoil it, but it's basically, I think, 2 parts to it. And then it's just completely
Yeah.
arse boring. It's really easy.
I suppose it's like a bit stupid that with, in the first area, one of the war chiefs, you can stealth kill him. I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just going to lure him out and just stab him in the back and he just dies.
Yeah, I feel like they shouldn't add stealth instant kill to any, like, maybe some of the lower level
Yeah.
captains, but like anyone above maybe like level 10 shouldn't be able to be instant stealth kill
Yeah.
or instant headshot.
I mean, I had a moment where nearly all of my captains, I could take them out with a charred bow to their head.
Yeah.
It's like, they just really make it really easy sometimes.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm definitely going to... Is it only on new gen consoles?
Some new gen and PC.
It's actually coming out on Xbox 360 and PS4.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Nice.
I'll let you play
It
tomorrow.
is.
No.
Oh yeah, because
It is.
Thank you.
Check the Wikipedia.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Oh.
I feel so sad that I use Wikipedia.
They also said Elder Scrolls Online was coming out onto console, but
Yeah, they did actually. I was a bit miffed about it. Even, I was one of the beta testers for that game.
see, I got a beta test, but I accidentally got it on my computer, and my computer couldn't run it.
I broke my hand when I think I got a Battlefield Hardline beta and another 2 other betas, and I broke my hand skateboarding and I couldn't do anything. Mate. It's me
Oh,
trying to
no.
clutch,
You just
just trying to clutch this
Machine
mouse,
must
like-
walk.
play the game.
Oh no.
and then
that's
I forgot
horrible.
that most of the games could have used a controller. So it's me trying to play it and then like nope, deleting it. Handheld, I'm like, actually, that a controller would have worked with that. I'm like, just so angry with myself.
It takes the piss out of Elder Scrolls. It's like, oh yeah, PC out in like April. Oh okay, and then console come out in June. Okay, no, we're not ready. We'll come out next month. No, we're still not ready. We'll come out 31st of December.
But then again, the fact that they take more time just means that
It's going to be better.
it's going to be more refined.
Yeah, but it could just mean they're not bothering.
Yeah, that could also mean that.
Oh, I prefer your reason.
Yeah, the first one's good.
I beta tested Elder Scrolls Online and I felt like the sneak, they completely ruined it.
Really?
Because it was, I personally never got into an instance that was my own. Like everyone else always shared like the same caves and stuff, so I'd always have to wait for a boss or like my thing to like obviously reload or whatever. And it was like the sneak. It always found it was really annoying.
That's when they first spoke. They wanted to have the PS4 and Xbox One online linked.
Yeah, I
Oh,
should
yeah.
do that. I would instant buy Destiny on PS4. Or it's not on PC, is it? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
No, if it played with people on PS3, just all around, just everyone connected.
Yeah.
Because I have a PS4. I sold my PS3, and the only thing that stopped making me from buying games and buying more like subscription online is because most games don't connect to other people, and not a lot of people have the PS4.
So I've got like, people I actually know. There's like 2 of them that have it at the moment. So
Yeah,
it took so long for the game to come out on there as well.
yeah. Although the game I got with it was the guy with the powers, Delson Rowe. It was oh my god, I went Infamous Second
Yeah.
Son. That game was awesome, so
Yeah,
beautiful.
I got Marvel Lego Heroes, didn't I?
Yeah, I bought that on PC, and the thing is, they never rebuy a game on anything. Like I had games on PS3 and I'll rebuy on PC because then you're just bored
Yeah.
because you know what's happening, you know what you're gonna do, and it's just get boring. So I bought it on PC, liked it, bought it on PS4. I was like, I was just got to go through the whole goddamn game again to get Deadpool or something.
Oh god, it takes forever to get Deadpool.
Yeah, Stanley as well.
Well, yeah, really behind on games these
Yeah,
days.
you are.
I know, but now I've got a job.
So have I, but it shouldn't stop me.
I haven't got a job, but I'm awesome, so. Also,
Yeah, but-
there's this thing called NoSteam.ro. You should check it out if you want to test one of the good games that's coming up. It's not a torrent site.
You
Just
assure
the-
us.
Just the way you're saying it's not.
It's not.
It's all
not.
good, guys. It's all good.
But-
So you're behind on games,
Yes.
whereas someone we know is behind on most movies, specifically superhero movies.
Well, not just superhero movies, but Harry Potter,
Lord of the Rings,
Star Wars,
Star Wars.
not just films, also television series.
Don't cover your eyes. This is an audio podcast. You can't hide it.
Oh my god, Flash comes out this month.
Yes. Also, Marvel
Steven's gonna probably go.
Marvel Agents of Shield Series 2 is coming
Yep.
out.
I haven't really been
Series 2?
got into-
Yes.
Oh yeah, because they split the first
They
season.
had a mid-season break,
That was such a long mid-season break.
It was.
It may as well just been a new series.
but
Yeah.
Have you found out what's up with Coulson yet?
yes.
Sort of.
Yeah, but I'm still because I'm pissed because I'm quite knowledgeable in sort of the
Yeah.
nerdy area of superheroes, but I don't know. Can I say spoilers?
Yeah.
I don't know what the alien was inside that tube, and it really annoys me.
Mm.
It's just a
Is
blue.
it so maybe it's one that we haven't seen in recent stuff or has been in really early comic books or whatever.
No, it's basically just sort of like a. It's
A
blue,
Navi from Avatar without its hair.
basically, but with a nose, with a real nose, not that squished nose.
Wait, is this something that's inside him?
No, this is
No, the thing that helped him was
space or whatever.
it's called GH325, I believe it was, knowledge,
Mm.
and basically it's a regeneration juice, and he was given it, and then like loads of stuff happened to him, like open head surgery with a thing around his brain.
Nice.
Isn't that what happened at the end of the season? He started to write weird shit all over the walls.
No, the last scene was the
Well, not the very last scene, but
no,
the
he's not
last.
starting to write things over the wall. They sort of get a bit worried about him because like he's got no spoilers. He's got no shield. He's basically his whole life he's been a shield agent. Now there's no shield, and
I could have sworn there's a scene at
he
the
has-
end with
no.
him writing shit all over the walls.
no, he's actually if anything he's like normal. He's finally normal because he knows what happened and stuff.
Maybe there was something after the credits that you didn't watch.
I know. I watched after the credits. and
Did you?
After the credits, there was an awesome scene where the bad guy, the clairvoyant,
Yeah.
gets in the same armor as Deathlock does, if you know who that is, if you watched it. And he's like, yeah, and it's sort of like, you know,
And then
and then it just, shoots a massive laser through his, that's what that does. And I was like, yes.
I love the actor who plays the clairvoyant because he's the same guy.
John Garrett, that's the...
Same guy who's in Twister, and that was the last thing I saw him in. That film. It's just really bizarre to see him in that and then see him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because he's so much older.
Yeah.
But,
I really like him though.
yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
Anything else we want to add on that?
Well, since we're talking about Marvel and spoilers,
Yes.
do any of you ever read Amazing Spider-Man?
I've read a little bit.
Basically, what they've done is a small spoil for like Amazing Spider-Man issue 700 and 701. You know how like DC's done New 52?
Yeah.
They wanted to do that with Spider-Man, but instead of going Spider-Man issue 1, they've gone Spider-Man 701. In issue 700, at the end, it's like Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man having a fight, and something happens, and they swap bodies,
Oh, yeah.
and then Dr. Octopus dies, but his mind is still in Spider-Man's body. So everyone thinks, oh yeah, he's dead, but actually it was Peter Parker that died.
Isn't that the superior Spider-Man that he turned
Yeah, so now
into?
the superior Spider-Man, which is taken over for the Amazing Spider-Man, is now Dr. Octopus in his mind, but is pledged to be a superhero.
Yeah, he's trying. I believe he's trying to be a better Spider-Man than
more
Spider-Man.
efficient. But it's his take on it's like, but he's like breaking people's bones and being pretty dark about it all.
Yeah.
And then as it goes on, you can see that Peter Parker's conscience is still in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's a good read.
There was like basically there's still a little bit of when they switched over, it's still Peter Parker partially in.
Yeah.
And
And
then
he can access each other's memories as well.
yeah. And
Oh, this is really wanked up scene where it's like Dr. Octopus is in bed and just think, oh, I may not be able to be with Mary Jane, but I can think I'm with Mary Jane. And he's basically insinuating that he masturbates over Peter Parker's memories.
how old is he in the comics? Like seriously.
Dr. Octopus is actually like he's got to be in like 50s or something.
Yeah. That's Jane.
Well then.
He's a janky fellow.
Yes.
Oh, old perverts. We're all gonna be one day.
Yeah.
No.
I mean no.
Before I hit 50, just no.
Does I know quite some of you do, but does anyone else play Minecraft? You do.
Oh my god.
Okay. Which console do you play it on, or which format?
PC.
PC. Okay. I think there's a new update already has come out for Minecraft on PC. Rabbits.
I haven't played it yet.
But it's
Sounds
already come out.
outrageous.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think so.
There's like a 1 in billion chance that you get the killer rabbit from what was it? Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
That's fucking. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start
isn't
playing
it-
Minecraft.
Isn't it
again.
like a giant rabbit with red eyes?
I don't know. I just know that there's a 1 in billion whatever chance to get it. I don't know whether it's bigger than the normal rabbits, but it's based around that.
Look out! There's this creature. Where? There. What? Behind the rabbit? It is the rabbit. You silly Scott Pratt.
I've got a shirt with that rabbit on.
That's awesome.
Rabbit.
But are there any more updates coming up for Minecraft PC? Because Xbox hasn't had one in God knows how long.
I know. They do snapshots, which is basically if you put yourself up for it, instead of just staying on the latest update, it'll give you like minor updates,
Yeah.
and they'll test things out, and then you can put feedback into what you like, and then that's added into the next update.
Okay.
My favourite one personally, although it had a really bad part, was pretty scary update for PC, which is it had pretty, so it added like new flowers and stuff like that, and then it was the scary one, which I can't remember what it added. But the one thing that I hated about it is, man, the more you stay in one area, the tougher that the mobs in that area are.
Oh no.
Which really, I was like, really?
So you constantly have to be on the move.
Yeah, or you just have to make a base made out of obsidian.
Pretty much.
And it's like, no.
Wow.
Or floating one.
Mm.
But last time we played, we just burnt down half the jungle.
Yeah, we did pretty
That's
much.
what everyone does as well.
Yeah. But there was recently a new skin pack for this is something that we can move on to afterwards. Doctor Who for Xbox, I think, the Doctor Who skin pack.
Oh, I saw that actually, yeah.
But it annoys me because the Daleks they have in it are the annoying multicoloured ones that no one likes. But
It's alright. How awesome are the outfits of the new Doctor here? Those suits.
I don't watch Doctor Who.
who watches Doctor Who here? You do?
A little bit.
Paris.
A little bit. Have you been
Okay.
recently?
I watched like the first one of the new Doctor.
You watched the first one, new Doctor. You have been watching more than, haven't you? You've watched the most recent one.
I
Okay.
haven't seen any. Oh, well, I've seen. The reason I got off Doctor Who because I was like, okay, Doctor Who's on, I might as well watch it.
Yeah.
And it was they're in this like underground base, and then when someone touches you, you get infected. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? I was like, bun that. I can't go outside now.
Which one was that?
Basically, they touch them, and then the skin turns kind of greenish, sort of viney.
Was that No. It was
I'm getting a cross between the Waters of Mars one and the David Tennant one
Yeah.
with New Earth.
I think we're in the hospital.
Is that the hospital one?
Yes, I think it's like an underground
With
one.
cat people.
Mate, I
And
think
it's
so.
Tennant.
Yeah, and they have it's all that everyone's kept in like a chamber. Of
Yeah,
themselves,
yeah, that's the New
And
Earth
accidentally
one.
release some.
Yeah.
Noticed how much David Tennant spits when he's playing a
Yeah, I know.
character.
Although Matt Smith does it a lot though, because
Yeah, no one cares about Matt Smith.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. But
Unless,
I like
unless
Matt
you
Smith.
unless you guys like Matt Smith, in which case we won't go there.
yeah, but when he's just regenerated and he's essentially crashing the TARDIS and there's fire all around him, you can really
there's a
see
lot of
the
dribble and
just
stuff. Had to get an umbrella that's coming out on TV.
yeah.
Oh, I've seen 3 episodes. The scary one that made me not watch it for like another 3 years.
Which one was that?
The one I told you about.
Oh, well, the infected one, yeah.
Where they go back and they find William Shakespeare. And
Oh, that was
a buckload
Ninth
of
Doctor. Yeah.
buckload of witches and stuff.
Oh, William
And-
Shakespeare was
Oh
David
no,
Tennant.
that's still Tennant. Yeah, sorry.
And then it was oh my god, frozen. I've frozen up now.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, people with gas masks.
Oh, the gas
my
mask
mummy.
zombies. Yeah, that was Christopher Eccleston.
There's not fucking zombies, Alex.
That was scary.
On the Doctor Who cards, the trading cards, which I had a lot
Wow.
of, it says gas mask zombie.
They're called something different because it's only children, isn't it?
It's not just children.
Oh, well, I remember it's like all dark and there's 2 people standing on top of a blimp or whatever, and then it cuts to, I think, David Tennant walking into a
It's not Tennant.
Like
It's Eccleston.
You sure?
It's
In
Tennant.
the
Yeah,
What,
I'm
in
pretty
the-
sure it's Tennant.
in the gas mask zombie one.
And it, like,
No,
there's-
it's Christopher Eccleston.
no, I'm pretty sure it was David
It's
Tennant.
Christopher Eccleston. I promise you.
Oh
It
no,
doesn't
it is
matter.
because that's when they meet Captain Jack.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
It's Eccleston.
And he walks in with
Big
a bunch
ears.
of children and people just laying down on these really rough beds with
And then
gas
they
masks.
all
Oh, yeah.
get together.
And he starts scanning one of their masks.
And then they
He
all
gets
look
like
up.
I was like, what? No. And then the little kid talks. And I'm like, no, mum.
But
Mum.
to be fair, did you watch the second one after that?
No.
The follow-on. Okay, well, you absolutely have to come here and watch it, but
I
it's
was
not
like,
as
I'm
bad.
gonna
I
quit
promise you,
for a
it's
week.
not as bad as the second one's stupid because the kid breaks through a wall and it's just really shit. But the first one, that's the scary one. The second one, nah, it's fine.
I'll watch another one. Sorry.
No, that's alright. Go for it.
Teachers are bats.
Love
Oh,
it. That's one of
God.
my favourites. The
I just love it
music
because
from
of K9.
Yeah,
K9,
K9
yeah.
pretty much phones in that one. But
What do you guys think of the new Doctor Who?
I haven't watched it.
Right. It's just like an old David Tennant.
I know you are, but are you aware of the times that he's appeared in the universe twice already? The actor who plays the Doctor.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, you are. Okay, so he appeared in Fires of Pompeii, which was a David Tennant episode, and he played Roman. And he also appeared in Torchwood Children of Earth, where he played a civil servant. Nothing really happens in Fires of Pompeii. The Doctor saves them, as he always does. But in Children of Earth, he shoots his wife, his 2 little girls, and himself. There is a reason for it. It's not just an arsehole. But if they're going to collaborate that in, and that's what they said they would do, then this is the dark side of Doctor Who that we're slowly being introduced to. With the most recent one, was that the Express in Space?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sort of
No,
dark.
the most recent one was the 2D, two-dimensional creatures.
Oh yeah, that was alright. It looked like someone's After Effects project.
Oh my god, the bit. I mean, I don't know if have you guys seen it or the last episode, or if you're into it. It's just
The
like
last episode of what?
Doctor Who,
Well, the most recent one.
Missed
Yeah.
it.
where he does like the hands to TARDIS.
That's so shit. It's so that whole episode is dumb.
I was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Just stop. Because I knew for a while before this episode actually aired. My friend Grace, who was the one who was meant to be on the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and couldn't. Shout out to Grace.
I mean, a few weeks ago we weren't doing it.
Talking about Ron or
Grace. No,
Oh,
actual Grace.
Real name is Grace.
Actual Grace. She's a Doctor Who fan, and she saw screenshots of in this episode the TARDIS gets smaller. Will we ever explain why that happens, or is it just
because the creatures are trying to make it 2-dimensional, I guess.
so shit? But she saw screenshots, and she was worried that was what the TARDIS was actually going to be like permanently. Like, the TARDIS, it sort of revamps itself after every Doctor, or tries to. That was what she was worried would happen when Capaldi took over. But luckily, we've only had it for one episode.
The thing is, it's like half the writers are like, yeah, let's do Doctor Who, and
Yeah.
the other half are just like wiping their arse with the script.
It's letting children write it again, and it's really just starting to piss me off because do it with the spin-off series like Sarah Jane Adventures, but
Yeah.
don't do it with the main thing because it's
The thing I hated about the Matt Smith series
yeah
is too many of the storylines were, it's end of the world.
yeah it was always too terminal, and then it was always like in the last 5 minutes he sorted it out.
Yeah.
That's what really pissed me off. Same with Capaldi actually. He always sort of sorts it out in the last 5 minutes. There's no gradual
Yeah.
ending. It's just fuck you guys.
Remember another one?
Yeah.
There's like a little pixie bug thing that's like used to be in like a with loads of like millions of its own kind gets destroyed and it goes into this little girl.
Oh yeah. The
Oh
schools.
yeah, the drawing one.
Yeah, the drawing one. So
Yeah,
that's-
that's alright.
I was like, what the
So
hell?
actually,
She's
she's
come out
been
the closet at the
drawing
end
all
of
the
it.
kids having fun, and where she draws them, they become the drawings.
Yeah, and they get abducted. The scribble creature's quite cool.
Yeah. Also, the Hot Fuzz guys, the
Yeah.
fat guy and the
Mhm.
Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
Simon Pegg's
Wasn't
in the
one of-
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah,
one of them?
he was in the one with Satellite
Wait, which
5.
one's Simon Pegg? Simon Pegg, the thin one.
Skinny one.
I swear there was one where
With Nick Frost.
Nick Frost has been in it as well.
Has he?
yeah. I'm not sure if I'm thinking of the right guy, but I just.
Oh, I'm gonna
remember
go
sort of-
on.
I think he has.
No, I'm gonna check.
I remember
You guys
him
continue.
becoming I think he called a Cyberman,
Cyberman.
man boy, and then he's like no in the helmet and stuff, and he breaks out. And he's like yes, I'm like yes, I'm like yeah, it's totally.
So who am I looking for?
Nicholas Frost.
Nick Frost.
I love Nick Frost and Simon Pegg.
Yeah, they are really good together.
How many of you have seen the Cornetto trilogy?
Yeah.
I like the ice cream.
Me too.
I was so disappointed with the World's End.
Really? I liked it.
I mean, it was okay, but it just wasn't as funny.
Also, I think it's kind of hack when you use a guy that can't die. I think it's like a Torchwood person. I think they call it.
Captain
They're
Jack.
tortured.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a hack using that.
Oh, I loved it when we found out that he was actually the face of Bo. You guys see
Yeah,
that?
Bo. I know what you're talking about.
It's like, the face of Bo.
No, I can't remember much of Torchwood.
It's like in Doctor Who, you face the boat. It's like that big face.
You
that
know,
is
in
forever.
the last appearance was in the New Earth one, where Martha gets taken on the motorway.
Martha Stewart,
Martha Jones.
Exactly, like the big face in like the fish tank.
Yeah,
Martha Kent.
It's ringing a bell.
I'll bring up an image. Yeah, I'm seeing pictures of Cyberman, but I'm also seeing Capaldi.
Chipotle.
Capaldi,
The face
Peter.
posed like this face that's been alive forever and ever and ever. And like Jack was talking to the doctor saying, I don't know what's going to happen to me because if I just carry on living, I don't know what will happen to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when I used to be like a stripper, my stage name was Bo. They were like, oh my god, you're the
He
face of
wasn't
Bo.
a stripper. He said he was a postal boy.
Stripper.
That's nothing like a stripper.
Well, you were selling yourself, so.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring up a picture of Bo. So you've seen Torchwood. You haven't.
I might get into it because I like people with superpowers. That's basically. If you have superpowers, I'm game.
Well, I have them all, so we can do a Torchwood marathon at some point. But
I've just been watching all of the old like Justice League cartoons recently. Just-
Yeah, same. I love them. Justice League Unlimited. Is
Yeah,
like
because
one of my
you've got the two Justice League series, and then it goes into the unlimited ones.
But also, there's a point I was gonna make earlier. Is you're talking about how like it's getting kind of gritty in your Doctor Who, and like how media is getting more gritty. Like even the superhero movies are
Yeah.
trying to be more sort of rough, and it's like normally with like superheroes you wouldn't try that because it's like, oh, you know, I've saved the day and whatever. But I like how it's
Yeah.
trying to get more
I
rough.
think that's the same with the comics as well now, though. Some of like with the new release they're doing, it's getting a bit more serious storylines rather than cartoony.
Which a lot of people don't like because it's just like, you know. Also, I want a good Superman game to come out. Because although you can't have a good Superman game.
Honey,
No, think about every Superman game that's come out. They all suck.
a basic free roam game would be nice.
No, but the thing is he's indestructible apart from magic, really, really tough enemies,
Yeah.
and kryptonite. So in every like game he's ever been in, he has to have a health bar or something.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, he's been like dosed with like kryptonite or something. It's like, or these people are actually magic enhanced and whatever. It's just kind of stupid. So I think there was one game where he didn't have a health bar. I think it was Metropolis had a health bar instead. So he had to do so many saves. Stuff like that. If they could do it sort of how the Amazing Spider-Man games did it, where it's like, I think this Amazing Spider-Man 2 is like you had you had a health bar,
Notoriety.
yeah, but you're notoriety. And it's like maybe it's kind of like you have to keep doing it for Metropolis to like you,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh no. I
Because with
don't know.
Amazing Spider-Man, if you don't do enough helping
It's
people,
all like
then
game
they
over.
think, oh yeah, you're just a vigilante, let's set the police on you.
Yeah,
But it doesn't end the game.
no,
Okay, as long as it doesn't
Makes
end
it
the game.
extremely harder.
yeah, because
Yeah.
it's like you have to keep going around making sure that when you're swinging through, people aren't going to start chasing you for no reason. You have to keep doing them, and then
What do you think of the web slinging in that game?
number 2 was brilliant. I liked it.
I played. I think there's a bit of the second one at least, but it was alright. I mean, I've never been a fan of a game unless it's Minecraft where you don't have a gun.
You're such like you don't expand your universe. Like you
I
don't-
know, I don't. I
I
really
mean,
don't.
you say yes, Star Trek's cool, but you won't watch it because you're too busy watching Star Wars.
Oh,
Lord of the Rings cool, you won't watch it because you're watching Star Wars.
I've watched Lord of the Rings
Yeah, only 'cause
many
they make it.
times. No, I watched it before the marathon. I didn't watch the extended one because, you know, that's a lot to watch.
It's worth it, man.
It's certainly worth it. It was worth throwing up for.
what?
We did a Lord of the Rings marathon. We started at 8 at night and ended at 5 in the morning, the extended editions of the first 3 films, and we only got to the first disc of the last film. And I threw up.
Lower you.
You had your first kebab.
Yes, that's probably why.
Hate kebabs.
Yeah, I'm not such a big fan either. I didn't have anything with it though, it was just meat and pita bread.
Oh, had some booze.
Oh,
Yeah, really cheap booze.
the pitch broke could have soaked it up.
Yeah, but didn't we have most of the booze beforehand? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so it would have soaked it up when you ate it afterwards.
Yeah, and it was all gone because it all came out my mouth. Yeah, that was...
Lord of the Rings night.
Yeah. Do you want to move on to your superhero game thingy?
Wait, can I just say something?
Yeah.
Has anyone here seen Heroes?
The TV series.
Yes.
I watched a bit of it.
Oh, I think it's 4 seasons. I think 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
I love it so much. I've been watching it on Netflix. I'm so sad. I have so much time on my hands. I'm just half the time I'm on Netflix.
Savour that time because one day you'll have to get a job.
Every time I go on Netflix, I'm gonna watch something good. No, I'm gonna watch Adventure Time.
I watched Grimm, which is also awesome.
Yes.
Grimm is hardly anyone watches that. I'm like, really?
I watched it when it first aired on TV, and it's like no one else was watching. I was like, why not? It's cool.
Yeah.
You got like Bigfoot in it.
I hate the last. Have you seen the last episode
Of which series?
of the end of it, and a new one's coming out? It should.
I haven't seen the latest one. Yeah.
The latest. New ones are coming out on CBS or in
Yeah.
America in this month. But the last episode, I think it was series 3. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
I was really annoyed because do you remember what it is?
I haven't watched it recently.
He loses his Grimm powers because of Adeline.
Oh.
And that really, I hate it when people take stuff from, like, in Heroes, the main guy, Peter Betrayed, loses, they take it away. I'm like, really? I'm only watching it because of that guy. He's got the most coolest power ever. Just touch someone, oh, I've got your powers. And it's just like, I hate it when people change stuff up.
Just takes the whole point away from all of it.
Yeah, like, I watched Town Called Druka, which is basically a science. It's like have you seen it?
No.
It's like like a US Marshal finds this really weird town that has like loads of bonkers things going on. It's because every smart person in the world works there, and it's basically all these cool inventions and stuff, and it always sparks problems. And like this US Marshal is in this town full of PhDs, and he's like everyday man science, and then he just solves the problem. And it's like that's basically how I got through science in secondary school, was through that. But that at the end they have, I think the second series, they have a time problem where he has to send his consciousness back in time to stop the person that already did that, to stop him from saving his wife, otherwise the whole world collapses. And it's like, well, you just basically, everything up to that point is ruined, everything's changed, I hate you, I'm gonna
Just
kill
like
you.
X-Men did.
Yeah, I hate stuff I hate time stuff, leave time alone, alright?
Unless that's your basic story and you keep with time travel for the whole thing, don't introduce it. Have you seen, DC?
Mm-hmm.
You've got the special kill team that they have full of like villains where they...
Suicide Squad.
That's it. You seen them making that into a film?
They're also making a new Green Lantern.
Yeah. Fuck for that.
I like the old Green Lantern just because it's just a separate movie. I wouldn't like
Yeah.
him, like Ryan Reynolds, as
I think
Green Lantern.
they were thinking about using Jon Stewart for the Justice League films.
Isn't he a military man? Man.
That's to give a bit of a diversity to it.
But they've got like Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman, Ben Affleck playing, or Batfleck.
Which I don't think that's going to be too bad.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, he's old now. I'm like, oh yeah. What do you think's gonna happen? That's the one thing in not really in comics, but in like animated series and stuff, they never age. It's just like, I know you want to keep that character, but it's like you gotta let them be older.
But I did like that about Batman Beyond, where it was like it's basically a series based in the
You
future.
one with the red V on his chest, yeah.
Where it's like Bruce Wayne's still to fight crime, so he retires and gets a new Batman and he trains him.
Terry, I think it's
Yeah.
called, yeah. I'm a nerd, so, you know.
Well, you're on the right podcast for it.
Yeah.
But, you want to move on to...
I don't mind.
Go for it.
They just asked me.
Is everybody ready to move on to a podcasting game?
No.
Well, you wouldn't be, would you?
No.
Okay, so you want to explain the rules?
Okay, basically, I've got a list of heroes. I'll give you like their name, their power, and a couple of information about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll guess if they're real or not. Obviously, if they're real, I'll tell you a bit more about them. And if they're not, then you lose.
Are you going by what's the vast
Should I
majority
try
of
and
those?
stay out of this? Should
Okay.
I try and let everyone else answer first?
It's up to you.
So,
So is everyone good to try this? Yeah, cool.
For shizzle, manizzle.
Okay, first one, arm fall off boy. His arm detaches and he can use it to hit people.
I'm going to go with real.
Michaela?
Is that actually his name?
Armful of boy.
Because I know they created quite a few for
He takes
people
his
who
arm
have
off
lost
and
limbs
beats
and
it
stuff,
with it.
just to make them feel better.
Nice.
But...
As much as I'd like to think it's real, I don't think it is.
It's real.
He is real.
Yeah.
It's a comic relief. one.
Yeah, I thought it might have been.
He is published by DC and is first featured in Secret Origins issue 46.
They didn't want him in the Justice League, did they? Yeah.
The next one, Chicken Man. His powers include you can short flight, you can peck people, and you can lay eggs which explode. His name is Cheek Ken, he's Chinese, and he became Chicken Man in a gene splicing accident.
Right. Guys, want to go first?
That sounds kind of shit.
Most of the people that I'm going to say today are pretty shit.
I actually want this one to be false, like not real.
I think it's false.
I think it's false.
I believe it's false as
It
well.
is false.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one, Almighty Dollar. He shoots pennies at people out of his hands and says things like, "Now I can throw money at my problems."
Ooh.
You first.
I'm going to say real.
You want to say real, Michaela?
False.
For real.
I'm going to say false.
He is real.
Oh my
Created
god.
by
Yeah.
Marvel. First appearance in the NFL superhero.
I just
issue
thought
10.
with with his catchphrase as well. It sounded
Yeah,
like something
I can
would
throw
do.
money at
Actually.
my problems.
Then again, if you have a catchphrase, it's normally.
The next one is Extrano, which is Spanish for strange or odd. He is a homosexual wizard.
Why does it have to be homosexual?
And in one of the new Guardians of the Galaxies episodes, he is attacked by the AIDS vampire and gets HIV positive.
I believe that's false.
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 You want it to be real, don't you? I think everyone in this room wants that to be real.
I'm going to go with true.
It is true.
Yes!
What the hell?
Wow.
It was created by DC
I mean,
Comics
yes.
and featured in Millennium issue 2.
My knowledge is failing me.
A homosexual wizard who gets bit by an AIDS vampire.
Oh, yes.
Who do you think made that one? Next one. Skate Man. Doesn't actually have powers, but is a great skater.
Okay.
False.
What kind of skate? Like skateboarders?
Rollerblades.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it would have to be roller skates. Because a skateboard is like, you could lose it. And it's like, oh, I'm normal man now.
I'm normal man.
I'm not skating man anymore. I'm just sort of man.
I'm man.
I'm going to go with false. Not true.
I was about to say phallus. But false.
True.
False.
It is real. It's created by Pacific Comics. First appearance in Skate Man issue 1, which was the only issue ever to be made.
But of
Yeah.
I wonder
course.
why.
It was such a hit that they couldn't make any more because
Yeah.
they didn't have
It
a
was
bank big enough.
So good, you know.
Oh, God.
The next one is Cheetah. It is a guy who is able to cheat and lie at anything.
I thought about talking about Cheetah.
Yeah.
The woman.
Or the animal.
No, there's a woman.
Yeah,
This is Wonder Woman's enemy.
Alright, okay. I'm going to go with false.
I'm trying to.
I'm trying to read.
I'm trying to read. I'm trying to read a pattern. That's the thing.
I did try and mix it up so there wasn't a good pattern.
I'll have to say false because it
Yeah.
seems.
It seems too plain.
Yeah, it's like what was it? False, true so far. Or
True, false, true.
So the logic me.
Yeah.
Logic
said-
dictates it needs to be a false.
Yeah, and it's like he's like screw your logic.
I'm gonna say false.
False.
Yeah, it's false.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hey.
Yeah.
Our next one is Gingy. Her power is she has extreme gingivitis. And rather than get it treated, she uses it to fight crime with bad breath.
I think that's false.
I don't even know what to think. I'm going to say false.
False.
It is false. 3 more to go. The
Okay.
next one is Razorback. His powers are he has a mutant ability to instantly know how to use different gadgets. and he dresses like a rhino. Well, no rhino, razorback. Thing.
Sounds like me on a Saturday.
So even though he dresses up like a boar, he doesn't actually have any powers of a boar,
Okay.
but he can instantly learn how to use any form of
Sure, I'm gonna
technology.
say true.
I was going to say true.
True.
Sounds like a good power to have.
It is. It was made by Marvel Comics and first featured in the Spectacular Spider-Man issue 13.
Nice.
Sounds like a good power to have. Like instantly know how to do something.
So he just gets into a car and drives it.
That'd be useful, Maya.
Yeah.
The next one is Blue Ear. He has a special listening device that gives him supersonic hearing,
But is it
True.
just one ear?
and he was made to appeal to the hard of hearing.
That sounds like
Yeah,
could
it
be
sounds true because there's so much information behind it, but
True.
I
I'm gonna
know
say
Matt
false.
and he
I'm gonna say false.
Same false.
mischievous.
Is true.
Ah.
Made by Marvel because a woman with a son who had hard of hearing complained that there wasn't any.
Didn't we discuss this once on a podcast?
Sorry, what?
Thought we may
A woman whose son was deaf complained, "Oh, none of your heroes are deaf."
Sorry, what?
Joke of the series.
Yeah. Oh,
And our last one is Wheels. He doesn't have any powers,
I think I know.
but he is trained like Batman and uses his chair as his utility belt.
Sure.
And he was made to appeal to the physically disabled.
Sounds fun.
would Matt pull this scheme just because we've
Yeah.
already had one for
Yeah.
the?
We've got one to say, but that's enough. Right now.
I'm gonna go with false.
I'll just go true. Because,
I'm gonna go with false. Okay.
False.
It was false.
Yeah.
Oh.
Awesome.
So when the person in the wheelchair found out about that, there's no one in a
Yeah.
wheelchair.
What is known for me? I tell you what, when I was looking up like worst superheroes they've made, there was a lot of
Colour boy. Have you seen that one? Can change the colour of anything.
yeah.
Like good for Christmas.
But they had a
decorations.
lot of AIDS-related ones. I found like 3. Like that wizard got bit by AIDS. There's like a guy who got diagnosed with AIDS, so he puts on like a skeleton suit to go fight as many people as possible. You guys come in.
I like Armful of Boy.
I'm feeling off boys the best.
Except Colour Boy, but they say no to Armful of Boy.
There's like this like armful of boy is like a fact that you got hit with a grav gun. It's a
Nice.
good origin. Or there's matter eating boy who can eat stuff.
Sounds like Ben 10.
The with away.
Delivery.
Has anyone seen Ben 10?
Yes. I quite like
Saw bits of it. I liked it. What was the it reminded me because you're talking about eating that low thing. What was the little chubby thing? It's like a teddy bear.
Oh. I know what you mean.
I love Ben 10. I was like, yeah, I want one of those.
Then it went to 10,000.
I'd just like, yeah. I'd run or fly to school, college every day. Well, what's that?
Yeah, but then you would be able to take the shuttle with us when we leave.
Fine, I've got the shuttle.
Yay.
Just like hang on the side like, hello, Brian.
Talking about Journey Home, and there's something that I'm investing in, and I know that you're not too happy about it. And you and my sister are the only 2 people in the world, and I will put up an image, you're the only 2 people in the world that don't like this idea. So
I'm
far.
sure.
I'm planning to get a Vespa in yellow.
Oh my god.
You didn't know in yellow? I'll get the picture up.
No, I don't need a picture.
No, you do.
I want to have my
You need to
eyesight.
see the
thank
picture.
You. I
Have
want,
you not seen it? I
You showed me.
Yeah, I did
I
show
think
it.
you've got to show
Still
me.
think it's going to go badly when you do eventually
I
have
want
a
my
panic
eyesight,
attack
thank
whilst
you,
you're
don't
riding.
show me.
No,
Ain't
but
that
as long as
bad.
someone doesn't jump out at me, I'll be fine.
Well, I'm going to jump out at
Well,
you.
why would you
obviously.
do that, you evil bastard?
Yeah, I'm honestly gonna just beat the crap out of that. If you go by me on that, I'm gonna sidekick you off
It looks
it.
like you should be driving through Europe on it.
Yeah, it looks like you're.
It is an Italian bike.
Yeah, give it to
There
me
you go.
then, and then I'll destroy it.
No, don't, because it's a lot of money.
Do you want to ride? Do you want to ride?
No, I'm quite looking forward to it, because it'll be something new.
Get
Are
a
you
dirt
gonna
bike.
spray paint?
Don't get a girl's
No.
bike.
Are you
It's
gonna
not a
spray
girl's
paint
bike,
the
it's a girl's
outside
bike.
logo onto it? You're
I
gonna
wouldn't
spray
ride
paint your
it.
little owl onto it.
Let's see
Oh,
a
I'm
bike.
tempted.
Huh?
Let's see a bike though.
It's not a girl's bike.
It's a girl's bike.
I would happily rest that it's a unisex bike.
Unless you're 6'5", dark hair, tanned, built like a brick wall, and with a massive. Then
Yeah, but if you steal that bike, you break it then by process of elimination.
then you can be like, do you want to go down, baby? And then they're like,
Oh yeah, girl.
There's
a
not
lot of
enough.
stereotypes.
There's not enough room for two people, two normal-sized people on a.
That's the
on a
point.
bus.
Imagine an Irish person.
Ah.
Irish person like, what are you doing on my break? It's like, no thanks, I'd rather walk. So we got potatoes. Potato.
Ah, we can keep this bit in. It should be fine. We don't have any Irish listens.
I'm Irish, so I'm allowed to.
I've already got rid of all of our American ones, haven't I?
Yeah, but did we keep that in?
Oh, I hope so.
I think we did.
Elder Scrolls, come on, let's hit it up.
Let's hit up this Elder Scrolls talk.
Have you seen Harry Partridge on YouTube?
No.
You should look him up. He does like animation songs for Skyrim and and Elder Scrolls. It's so good.
Is that the one that you were playing in class?
Or Back to Tamriel.
No.
Um,
The one where the Skyrim came out, and he's singing. There's this,
what is this?
Yeah.
through my eyes, tell me lies.
in your Elder Scroll game.
time is nigh, I must fly, venture forth on my quest. Goodbye ma, goodbye pa, and goodbye girlfriend's breasts.
As a rough, catch you later, high roll. I'll be gone, I'll be gone.
I'm no longer your fool.
And it's like, it sounds like when with the crap.
All the crap that for the gap whilst I waited to begin the adventure that we had in the world of Skyrim.
In the land of Skyrim. And it's just him with a boner.
Yeah.
No, it's like it cuts back to his real life, and it's like he's sitting going, it's like boner.
But is that the guy you were talking about?
Yeah.
Nah, nothing beats Skyrim like Robo's modern. It says a child naked running around killing other children with a big sword.
Oh, which big sword though?
Ah.
Ancient Lord Grace.
Really?
Alright, his dick.
He said dick. Yeah, I've only ever played Oblivion and Skyrim.
Oblivion was good, and Skyrim was
Oblivion was very good.
Morrowind's the best.
Everyone says, but it isn't.
Yeah, I know.
The amount of time with Oblivion where you could do this in Skyrim where you could drag bodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you put them indoors and
Yeah.
have them sort of flail around. It sounds psychotic as hell,
I
but
put them in bed.
do you?
Yeah.
I love it when you killed like someone's daughter and you put the body next to the person whilst they're asleep. And then you click to talk to them and they wake up and like, ah!
Sometimes they don't even care. They'll just sort of
When they
walk
just go
through
and
them.
walk past the body and just...
I like it if like if there's like a vampire raid in Whiterun or something, and you kill them all. Like later on, and like, there's dead bodies. People just casually walking by and they'll be like, "Oh no, this is terrible," and just carries on walking. It's like
Also, with the unkillable characters, especially in Oblivion, if you've got a bow and arrow, you keep on knocking them out. Each time you knock them out, they fly further. Who's it? Joffrey, the monk.
Yeah.
The more, because he's in such an enclosed space, the more you attack him, he just sort of bounces off the walls in the end. It's fantastic.
Oh, I was playing Fallout 3 the other day, which is made by the same people.
Mm.
And you can sneak, and when you go to pickpocket people, you can put a live grenade in their pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Everyone walk away.
Isn't that the one where they have the vampires in it? Like,
Yeah.
I just can't remember what this is called.
Speech marks.
Bunny is.
But no, it's like it's when you're
Sarcasm?
like you're saying it's like a sarcasm signal.
Mm.
It's like it has like vampires. Well, basically they're not vampires. It's just they feel like they should become
Yeah.
vampires. So basically, what they do is I think they bite into people or poke holes in people's necks and then drink their blood from it,
Okay.
and that's how they sustain themselves.
Mm.
It's quite nice, actually.
And then if you can actually learn like off them, you can't become one of them. But then when you find blood packs, you can actually take that and gives you like 20% health
Yeah.
back.
What game is this?
Fallout 3.
You're right, though. That was pretty. That was a good summer.
Huh?
That was a good summer.
Thank you.
Saints Row anyone? Does anyone play Saints Row?
I've downloaded Saints Row the Third because it was free on
Games of Gold.
Games with Gold, but
Yeah, same.
I played it occasionally.
Do you know the story of the whole way through?
No.
You do, don't you?
Ish.
Yeah, it's like he was basically silent, and he was like he was sort of like a footpad, if you know what that means. It's like a basic soldier in a sort of like a really
Yeah.
low gangster group, and like by the end of the game, he's like I guess a lieutenant, but then they put him on a ship and it explodes, and he's in a coma,
Mm.
and then like, the whole Third Street Saints, which is his group, or the group is in, like, disbands and stuff. He wakes up like years later. I'm not sure how many years later, and he breaks out of prison, and then he rebuilds the group, and then the third one they become famous because of how his story and stuff.
Okay.
It's pretty good. And then the fourth one, if
I haven't played the fourth one yet.
do you want me to spoil it? Or
I don't know about storylines for Saints Row.
and in the fourth one, he becomes president, and
Is
then
it like aliens?
aliens
Aliens
invade,
invade.
and he's like kicked off, and then everyone's like put in pods, and then basically playing through their own hell. And I think his is like the old timey sort of good boy, sort of like, oh shucks, sort of that sort of timeline.
So the thing is, like with the third one, it got to that point though. Once you've upgraded everything, it was just there's no point in playing it.
Yeah.
You just get
can't be killed.
Just
and-
get the one hilarious weapon.
No, how did everyone got the cyber blaster? I believe thing. It's basically a submachine gun, which is, it's like a Decker's sort of submachine gun.
I just love like playing with the zombies.
Oh yeah.
That's quite cool.
Saints Row 4 is the best life.
Yeah, I've seen footage for that. Like the Machinima did Annie the Angry Sex Doll for Saints Row 4, where it's just an angry sex doll beating up all the aliens.
What?
And Morgan Freeman narrates it.
No.
I'll send you a link to it. It's fucking hilarious. But and then they just get to a bit where they're talking about how she beats up an alien with a giant crocodile penis.
Ah, yeah, that's good. I like the rectifier. It's basically, they should have really got rid of the waggling tongue. Basically, you shove it in someone's bum and then you can fire them off.
Yes.
But the thing is, it's the tongue that's so creepy because the tongue's like, it's like, just get rid of the tongue. It's so. But superpowers were awesome. And then they've just in like 3 months' time in January, the new standalone add-on, Get Out of Hell, comes.
Cool.
Where you get to go to hell and have some wings and fly about. It looks pretty awesome. Just letting it quiet.
I think the best game for superpowers though is the DC Universe one.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like everyone's becoming a superhero. So you make your superhero and you pick like it's like you get 2 or 3 powers.
You have a movement variant, which is at the moment it's only flight,
Or
super speed, or acrobatics. Then you get to choose a good guy, a bad guy. You have 3 mentors. Like if you're good, you get Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, Magic, Meta, and I think it's Gadgets or something.
Yeah.
Or Tech. Or if you're bad, it's Lex Luthor, CSC, and the Joker. Then you get to pick like a
Power and a weapon as well, isn't it?
Yeah, a weapon, which you can have like a rifle, 2 guns,
bow and arrow.
staff, bow and arrow is one of my favourites, brawling. And then your power. I think the powers they've got at the moment is fire, ice, gadgets, magic. I think it's called sorcery. Celestial, which is a DLC pack.
Yeah.
Light, which is a DLC pack. Electricity, which is a DLC pack. Rage, which is a DLC pack. Quantum, which is a DLC pack. Earth, which is a DLC pack. And nature and mental. Basically, you just make your awesome character and just go off flying.
I've got super speed, fire, bow and arrow, and Batman as my mentor. It's fucking running everywhere with it both. Oh, you're on fire as well. Oh.
That's pretty
my level 30 character is fire, brawling, Superman. I think that's it. And flight.
I think the funniest thing about if you're super speed though, when you run up a building and you stop.
You like, stop. you hold there for like 3 seconds because I guess the momentum catching up, and you go fall back straight back down. It's funny as hell.
Fair enough. It sounds.
You should play that as well.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Is it just a PS4 exclusive though?
No, it's PC, PS4, PS3.
It's all.
It's
Just,
an SOE game.
It's PS.
I'll let you make a character tomorrow.
Yay! Thank you. Yeah. Do you want to wrap up?
Well, I want to wrap up.
Well, we've been going for an hour and 16 minutes.
Damn.
That's probably the longest podcast we've ever done.
It's because I'm so interesting, just like I've got so much to give. And
Well, like I said at the beginning of the podcast, to the people listening, if you want to check out the audiobook, it is free. You just mute my mic, didn't you, you bastard? Turn it back on. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, if you want to check out the audiobook, it is free. Same place as the podcasts. And hopefully we'll be doing
chapter 1 in the
epilogue and chapter 1. And please give your opinions on what you think. And it is still in production, so if you guys have any ideas about what should happen to the characters, then also put those in the comments section below and I'll consider them. And from everyone here, does everyone want to say goodbye?
Bye.
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 farewell.
Goodbye.